Hey guys, Erik Swanson, national senior trainer and international speaker, and what else am I? Oh yeah, best-selling. Enough about me.
Great
guys,
man.
A really cool guy. Yeah, guys, you gotta know Kyle Cease. Kyle Cease blew I literally went and got 2 pairs of socks because he blew one of them off. He's amazing. You were so good.
Thank you.
Yeah, but the audience needs to know this though. He wasn't just amazing at comedy. He delivered. I run a seminar company that's all about growth and personal development and business development and all that stuff. Dude, you were not only amazingly funny. I mean, like, I want to go and 2-drink minimum kind of thing. I don't know how much it is, but you were just awesome at delivering the principles of success as well. That was really cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, I want to thank. Can you tell the audience why that is? Why are you such an amazing part of both, like the comedian as well as the education piece as well?
I don't even know how to, first of all, thank you for the comment.
You're awesome, dude.
How do you start with this presuppose that I agree that I'm amazing, but I'm pretty cool. But you're amazing too.
Thank you.
Yeah, I appreciate that. First of all, for just wanting to give me this is very nice, but I would say my biggest principle for me is just comprehending that we're just here to play. And this big illusion that everyone is in is when something happens, I'll be happy. And so that causes them to be like, I hope the crowd likes me. I hope that I do well on this date. I hope I like the job, whatever. And what I've discovered instead is that we've had a million examples of thinking when this happens, I'll be happy. And then we get the thing and we go, what's next? In fact, sometimes we stress more to maintain the thing.
Yeah.
And for me, life has become more when I'm happy, things will happen. And you don't force
and that shows.
that. Thank you.
Yeah, that definitely shows. Sorry to interrupt, but I got to tell the audience this too. Kyle gets on stage and he says, you know the difference between me like 20 minutes ago and me on stage? Just the 2 feet of stage. That's it. That's the only difference, because you come from your life and from your soul rather than from some like, hey, this is me now, on stage kind of thing.
Right. Well, so many people, they think that who they are is their content. So I got to come up with the right thing to say. Why would you come up with the right thing? What would be right versus wrong? Right would be they like me. So you're immediately in lack again the second you try to make it right. And all day, somehow, we're amazing at speaking our truth when we're just at a restaurant and we're not trying to get anything.
Right.
The most authentic you comes out. And whenever I do a talk, like I did an event this weekend for 20 hours in 2 days.
Wow.
And people would say to me, like, how do you do that? I want to get there. And I was like, if you went on vacation for a week, you'd have a week of content. But the factor that's different is you think the stage completes you, so you're incomplete without it. So the second you do that, you're actually saying, I need to get, so I'm in lack, so you're suddenly having to try to fix. And now you're in lack and you're performing from a place of fear. And if you comprehend that that's all an illusion, what happens is life just becomes play, and each moment is equally important. This moment is truly just as important to me as when I'm doing a Comedy Central special or having a dinner. Like, it's just awesome. And you get that who you are for real is this moment.
Right.
And I think so many people think who they are is their past story. And if you think who you are is someone who makes $50,000 a year, for example, then it would be death to you to make $1 million a year. So when someone tries to offer you bigger jobs, you would sabotage it immediately. And if you get that you're just this moment right now, the sky's the limit for real. Because the only real difference between me and a homeless guy and Obama is we're nothing. We're all bodies and hearts, and we're this thing. But what creates the worthiness is the belief that we're just lack. And that we're our past, and everyone says, well, let go of your past, and I always say you have to pick it up to let go of it. I always just say stop picking it up. It's not a part of you.
That's really cool.
You're only this moment.
That's really cool. And people also take other people's like negativity and so forth. They adopt it. My buddy says it's like, that's not my hula hoop. Right, and he literally says this, like, how people hula hoop, you're in a circle and you're doing your thing, and it's like, and once you stop, it falls to the ground. Well, that's your hula hoop. This is mine over here. This is my issue, my stuff that I'm dealing with. And it's amazing how many people I meet that they want to make $1 million, yet they still want to sleep till noon, kind of thing. They don't have that congruency. So I love what you bring to the stage, guys. You got to look up Kyle. He's amazing. What he brings to the stage is just his authentic him. It's just you, and I really, really love that. And it's like one more kind of a point. It's kind of like a professional athlete. Like if you take, you know, they go to spring training, you know, for baseball, and it's every day they do drills, and then when the big game comes, it's another drill.
Right.
And that's what you did. You do this all day, just like myself. Like when I get on stage, I'm awesome, but I'm also awesome right here.
Right.
You know, when they put cut on this video, I'm still gonna be like, yay, this is great. You know,
I'll say one thing that I just got to meet you, and it's really special because the first thing I know about you was the first thing you wanted to do for me was for me. You wanted to contribute.
Oh, thank you.
You said we just happened to be in the room, and you said, I want to make a video about you. And when you come from contribution, you won't believe like the results that you get, because most people, I was saying earlier, most people are in a place of competition. And they're thinking, I gotta beat that other thing. And I've discovered if you're in collaboration, like I had one time where I had 8 comedians all come over to my house, and we all called our favorite comedy club and referred each other into the comedy club. In 5 minutes, we had 8 new comedy clubs.
Guys, write that down. You got to do that in business, all over any industry. Yeah. That's great.
Yeah, because if we were like competing, we'd be saying, I got to beat you, I'm in lack. But we both have our own lists, and we can share and talk and create, and we're here to co-create and get the lists inspired to realize, do you know, if you go to collaboration, you suddenly have millions of assets all over the world. If you're in competition, you're by yourself because you got to beat all those things that would have been your assets, that would have been your co-creative place. And I'll never forget when I started studying this and I saw Tony Robbins bringing Deepak Chopra in, and they were collaborating, and I studied both of them, right? But instead of being like, I got to beat that guy, and all of those guys, but they're bringing each other in. And I've noticed the farther you go up the ladder on the level of success, the more that they got there through giving, and the more accessible they are than the people that are at that mid-level hoarding mindset, because they're thinking, what can I get for this? So if you go all the way up to the top and ask Eckhart Tolle for help, you might actually get him easier than some guy that only thinks who he is his list and he's got this thing.
Absolutely true.
And if you really come from that place of giving, amazing things happen. So for you to just go, I want to give to you right off the bat is a huge sign of massive success for you, and you know, you have a huge heart, so I appreciate it.
Thank you for saying that. This is all a testimony about me. This is awesome.
Yeah, well, it has to come back to you, man. You're given and it has to come back.
Wow,
right?
That's really cool of you to say, Kyle. You know, you remind me of the fact that the way I designed Universal Seminars was literally that I wanted to share stages with all these top name speakers, but I wanted to give them something first.
Right.
So I gave them an audience. I built this like literally built it just so that I could bring them and give them a great audience. And then they're like, Eric, you got to be on stage too because you're awesome. And then my secret habitudes and all this stuff that I do started evolving from that. So really collaboration, exactly what you said.
I can't wait to see one of your next events.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Guys,
seriously.
Kyle, it's Kyle Cease. How do you spell it out so people can get your stuff?
Thank you. It's spelled C-E-A-S-E, like the way it spells ceasefire. Okay. And then there's hundreds of YouTube videos.
You must have a joke on that. Come on.
I mean, well, this is a true story.
Oh no.
My dad was in boot camp training to be in the army, and they would yell ceasefire, and he would just keep shooting. So we'd lose people left and right.
Oh my gosh.
He just, kill people.
Oh, that's great.
He didn't understand what they wanted.
Yeah, we get the point. So his father's got it.
Yeah. So what if I just kept? You were doing a good
no
bit.
more.
I should have kept going. So my dad said, like, "Oh, I just shot them all."
That's awesome.
Yeah. That's the best play movie cut right there.
Great meeting you.
Thank you.
Guys, check him out. It's Kyle Cease. He's awesome. And my name's Erik Swanson. Until next time, rock and roll.
Awesome.